Have you ever felt this way? You want something great, you dream big, you imagine a better, successful life, but when it's time to act, you hesitate. You say, "I'll start tomorrow," and somehow, that tomorrow never comes. If you've ever felt ambitious yet lazy, this story is for you, because once you understand it, you may never look at your life the same way again. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by golden fields and whispering trees, there lived a young man named Amir. He was strong, full of energy, and carried dreams too big for his small town. He often said to his friends, "One day, I'll be the richest farmer here. My fields will glow with golden crops, and everyone will come to me for advice. I'll be respected by all." People admired Amir's confidence. He spoke like a man destined for greatness. But there was one small problem. Amir never took action. When the sun rose, other farmers went to the fields. Amir stayed in bed. When the village men worked under the blazing sun, Amir sat in the shade, talking about his dreams. He loved the idea of success, but he hated the discipline it required. One evening, Amir's uncle, an old, wise farmer with hands hardened by years of work, came to visit. As they walked through Amir's land, the uncle looked around and sighed. The soil was rich, but it was empty. No crops, no effort, no life. "Amir," he said, "why is your field empty? You talk about golden harvests, but all I see is dry ground." Amir laughed carelessly. "Don't worry, uncle. I'll start tomorrow. You'll see. This will be the best field in the village." The old man smiled faintly. He had heard that word tomorrow too many times before, so he decided to teach Amir a lesson. The next morning, the uncle came again, holding 2 small pouches in his hand. He showed Amir to tiny seeds. "These aren't ordinary seeds," he said. "They're magic seeds. The first one is the ambition seed. If you plant it and water it daily, it'll grow into a tree that gives fruit, shade, and wealth. The second one is the laziness seed. If you plant that one, it'll grow quickly, but it will cover your entire field with weeds and destroy everything else. Both seeds are in your hands now. The future of your land and your life depends on which one you choose to care for." Amir looked at the 2 seeds, one symbolizing his dreams, the other his excuses. "Of course, I'll plant the ambition seed," he said proudly. But when morning came, he was too tired. "I'll do it tomorrow," he told himself again. Days passed. Out of curiosity, one afternoon, he planted both seeds. "Let's see what happens," he said. "I can always take care of them later." Weeks went by. Amir forgot about them. He spent his days sleeping, gossiping, and daydreaming. Then, one afternoon, he walked to his field and froze. The laziness seed had grown wildly. Thick weeds covered the ground, spreading everywhere, choking the soil. And the ambition seed, it was still there, but weak, small, and close to dying. It had received no water, no sunlight, no care. His dream had turned into a nightmare. That evening, his uncle returned and saw the mess. He looked at Amir and said, "My son, look at your field. This is your life. Ambition is like that small seed. It needs care, attention, and daily effort to grow. Without action, it dies, but laziness grows on its own. It spreads fast, and before you know it, it destroys everything in its path." Amir's heart sank. He knelt down, touching the dying ambition seed. For the first time in his life, he understood the truth. Dreams die without action. That night, he couldn't sleep. He stared at the ceiling, thinking about all the tomorrows he had wasted, the chances he had ignored, the life he had imagined but never built. He whispered to himself, "If I don't change now, laziness will own me forever." Before dawn, Amir woke up. The world was still dark, but he didn't wait. He went straight to the field. He began pulling the weeds with his bare hands. His fingers bled. His back ached. The sun burned his neck. But he didn't stop. Day after day, he worked. He cleared the weeds, watered the ambition seed, and cared for it with patience. Slowly, the small seed began to grow. Weeks turned into months. The once empty land came alive. The tree grew strong, spreading wide branches and golden leaves. Its fruit was sweet, its shade comforting. Amir changed too. His lazy habits were gone. He woke up early. He worked hard. And over the years, he became exactly what he once dreamed of, the most respected farmer in the village. People came to him for advice, just as he had once imagined. But when they asked him for his secret, he never said luck. He simply smiled and said, "You're holding two seeds inside you, ambition and laziness. The one you feed is the one that grows." Friends, Amir's story isn't about farming. It's about life. We all carry two seeds within us. The ambition seed needs effort, patience, and care every single day. The laziness seed needs nothing at all. It grows on its own, quietly, until it takes over everything you dreamed of. The lesson is simple. Don't wait for tomorrow. The more you wait, the deeper the weeds of laziness grow. Start today. Even if it's a small step, take it. Study for 5 minutes. Go for that short walk. Read one page. Do something that feeds your ambition seed. Because that tiny step you take today may be the reason your dreams survive tomorrow. Laziness is easy. Discipline is hard. But only one leads to peace. So, which seed will you water today? And that, my friend, is the lesson Amir left for all of us. A reminder that every dream begins with a single action. You don't need to move mountains in one day. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. Because while you're waiting for the perfect moment, time is quietly planting the weeds of laziness in your field. Success doesn't belong to the strongest or the luckiest. It belongs to the ones who show up, even when they don't feel ready. The ones who take one small step forward every single day. So today, choose your seed. Water your ambition. Pull out the weeds of excuses. And when you look back months or years from now, you'll see that the tree of your effort has grown tall, bearing fruits you once only dreamed of. If this story moved you or made you think differently about your own journey, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs motivation today, and subscribe for more powerful stories that help you grow stronger, wiser, and more determined each day. Because the best time to start building your dream was yesterday, and the second best time is right now.